Alright, hey guys, so today I am doing a video for you guys out there who may not be aware of this product, and I've known about it for a while, but I've just been pretty skeptical uh, of wanting to buy one, and let's face it, man, I am not too much of a fan of watching TV at all, but for the sake of my parents, because they're paying ridiculous amounts of money for TV and they're paying for stuff that they don't want to watch, and the stuff that they do want to watch they can't unless it's going to be playing that day, or they have to watch whatever the cable company wants you to watch. And well, let's face it, I mean, you're paying to have channels you don't even want to have, and you're paying all that kind of money for it. And I wanted to bring this video to the attention of a lot of you out there who may not know about this, because I never know. Maybe some of you guys out there don't know. So this video is going to be a long video, and the reason why is because after I switch over to the screen where I'm recording on my cell phone to show you just a small bit of features on this type of box, and I couldn't even I can't even begin to show you all the things you can do with something like this box, but the possibilities are just endless. And yeah, so anyways, this here is the Android box that I am using, and actually got two of these. Picked these up off of eBay for this one. I paid, I don't know which one. We'll just say one I paid like close to $50 for. It's the same one. One came with a keyboard that you can use, because one of them comes with just a controller, just a remote, and yeah. So anyways, this is the back side of the box. There's lots of people that have done videos already on these things. This one may not be the best Android TV box, but let's just say I'm pretty pleased so far with this box and for the price. Anyways, I'm gonna open this up and show you what comes with it. And yeah, so opening the box, it will come like this here, and actually I have the package upside down. What do you know? But anyways, it comes sealed like that, and the right side, which had that Android TV box logo on it, is where the controller is. Right, the controller is there. Yeah, the power adapter is there, and a manual and a remote, and also an HDMI cable. So if you don't have an HDMI cable, you can use theirs. Okay, so that's basically what comes in a box. I know I didn't show you the stuff that it comes with, but I mean that's what comes with. It comes with a controller, and you know, that's some of the stuff that it comes with. And yeah, so I mean, I don't want to sit here ranting, you know, about stuff. I'm just gonna switch over to the video. I wanted you guys to see my face and stuff, and I want to let you know that I don't make any money off of you buying these. I mean, buy it, don't buy it, you know, but there are some really interesting things that this box can do, and there's probably other ones that are even better than this box for a lot more money. But you know, for the price, man, I'm pretty dang surprised with what this thing can do. And I'm going to switch over to the cell phone, and the quality is going to be pretty bad because, let's face it, it's dark in that room, and, well, yeah. So anyways, hopefully you guys will like this upcoming video, and if you do, hey, you know, enjoy the video. Okay, guys, so this here is the MXQ Pro 4K. This is hooked up to my TV here. I'm going to show you some of the add-ons that I have. I'm not going to show you how to do this. It's already showed online how to do this. And so anyways, the left-hand side is actually Kodi, where it says Media Center. If you were to accidentally wipe this thing out, there's a video on how to do this. I gotta remember where it is. So bear with me. I'm still learning this remote. So I think it's the menu. Okay, it's not the menu. I gotta remember where it is. I don't remember where it is though. Yeah, I don't remember where it is, but there's a section on here that you can go to. And oh, there it is. Okay, so it's the settings on there. You guys can't see that well because my phone is like garbage and I'm recording this on my phone. But anyways, there is a and actually there we go. Okay, so that's this. If you're familiar with Android phones, well, the quality is garbage there. But if you're familiar with Android phones, you know how where some of the features are in the settings of your Android phone. So if you can go to them. But like I was saying, if you accidentally go into, I think it's storage and reset, right? This is a setting where this will completely wipe out your Kodi, and you'll have that TVMC. If you buy one of these MXQ Pro 4K boxes, if you were to click on that where it says factory data reset, it's gonna wipe out everything on it, and it'll bring all this back, but you'll have the TVMC and you'll have to reinstall Kodi. There's already a video online on how to do that. But anyways, there's a lot of features that are on your Android phone can be accessed here too. I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, it might be a little bit of different stuff. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna go back here, and this K add-ons. I don't even waste my time with that. I mean, it's got some useless stuff in there. There's also My Apps, which has like apps and stuff in there, but the main feature of Kodi is right here where it says Media Center, and it may actually show up as Kodi logo on a clean one of these when you buy them brand new, if you buy one brand new. But anyway, so let's go here. This is Kodi. I'm already at the add-ons part, and this is some of the add-ons that I have. I'll show you some of the add-ons. I had to install these myself. Like I mentioned, this setup is not perfect. There are times where these things will no longer work. Things change. They get shut down. So it's not a perfect setup. But for those who rather have free TV and not have to deal with the stupid stuff on our cable shows, well, I mean, as long as you got internet, you can do this. All right, so Bennu is a good one. Bennu is actually one of my favorite ones so far. So I'll take you into Bennu here, and for copyright reasons, I can't show videos. But anyways, this is some of the stuff that Kodi has. Some of these add-ons. For example, you got new movies here, and I'll see what new movies we got available for you guys to be able to see. So it takes a little bit of time to grab some information online. You do need internet access, and the better the internet speed you have, the faster things will load and whatnot. But yeah, this is going over Wi-Fi too. So if there's like Wi-Fi interference, the Wi-Fi channel you're on and all that stuff, you'll have problems, with stuff loading slow and stuff like that too. All right, so these are some of the new movies that they have. I can't play these, but you can see some of the stuff here that they have. Some of them are not super new, the ones that are in movie theaters and stuff, unless they get leaked. Okay, if they get leaked, then they might be on here, But other than that, they normally take a while to be added on to these things. You might luckily find some things that get added and stuff that are new, really new, that are still in the movie theaters or just entered the movie theater. And if you do, I mean, they might be HD, but they're likely going to be the cam qualities. That's where somebody takes like a camcorder or a cell phone and goes in there and records the movie and stuff like that. And you would see those. So here's an example. Okay, I can't play this obviously, but I'll show you what would happen if you were to want to watch one. And this is subject to change too. It may not work like this, later down the road. Things change, so this video can completely be outdated by the time you get to it. Okay, so let's just go to this random one. I don't know what it is, but let's use this as an example. So I press OK on the remote, and it comes up with these options here. You can't see it, but the top one that's highlighted is the trailer. And the next one is, obviously you can read that, is play movie Real Debrid 1080. I don't know whether you need a Real Debrid account. I used to use Real Debrid, and I still kind of do to download stuff. But you might need a Real Debrid account unless they have one that magically has access to this. I don't know. I gotta be really careful that this doesn't actually start playing the movie, because I get copyright stuff for that. So normally what happens is it'll pop up something on here, and it looks like it's going to start playing. So as you can see there, it's starting to play, and I have to stop this now, so I don't want to get hit with copyright infringements and stuff. So, anyways, yeah. So you can see there, and for example, let me show you some stuff. Okay, there may be some of you seniors out there, right? You got parents and stuff that they're like they're from the 50s era, 50s, 60s era, and they sometimes they prefer to like watch like older TV shows and whatnot, right? Well, Archangel, I believe Archangel's the one I'm looking for. This may not be here. Take in mind, Archangel might be changed if you were to get this app. Maybe this app doesn't work, this add-on. So like I said, the time of the video you come to this will depend on if this works or not. So it may not work, but currently it does. Okay, so if you go to Archangel here, it'll load some of the things that this person has for their Archangel thing. So let's see if we can scroll up here. They have a thing here for like classic shows and stuff. These are all the types of things that you can go watch. Classic TV, right? Classic TV, they have like an option here for like 50s to the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 2000s. So you see that there? These are like the 50s shows. So if your parents want to watch like a 50s show, right? They could literally go to this section here, and basically every 50s era TV show that they probably watched, they got, for example, here's Lassie. I was watching Lassie, and literally they got Lassie. So here we go. We can go to Lassie, for example, and gotta wait for it to load all the stuff for all the Lassie TV series there was. So you can see there's like a TV series right there of Lassie. That's like, I believe that's episode 1 of Lassie, and then you got all these down here that you can go through. And if you look on the bottom right there, where you can see the slider bar going up near the 30-minute mark, that's how far up there's so many of these TV series. They may be missing some, they may not have them all, but you can see. I mean, that's some of the ones here. I'll show you an example of what happens when you find these. See, sometimes it'll pop up something like this, which is actually autoplay best available stream. Honestly, that never works for me, that it autoplays. But anyways, you press on that, and what it's going to do is it's going to find available sources, and sometimes it may not find any sources at all, and well, there's nothing you can really do about that. But wait and see if they get a source for it later down the road. And yeah, so I don't know, if it looks like they may not have a source for this one. That's what it looks like. So well, it's unfortunate if they don't have one for this, but I mean, they might get it, another time, and they'll have that TV show or movie, and yeah. So, like I said, it looks like they don't have this one apparently. Normally it says like no sources or something like that that they wouldn't have or something like that. And for example, like how I just did that, sometimes it takes a few minutes, a few seconds to actually load the show. See if you can find a different one. Maybe they might have a source for like a different one. It's kind of disappointing they didn't have that. Let's try this one here. So pops up that menu here. Press OK on the controller. Just gonna go and check the available sources. See if there's any sources that somebody has uploaded onto any of these providers. And from what it looks like this one might not have any sources either. Which is kind of disappointing, because I mean, I kind of wanted to see the whole Lassie TV series, but hey, that's the way some things work with these players. Sometimes you'll come across these that, they just don't have a source, and, maybe in a few weeks, months, they might have it again, maybe they won't. That's just the way things go with this, man. It's not perfect, and, well, I mean, it beats a lot of the stuff you may watch on TV where you can't, watch certain things. So, let's try this one here, see if they got a source for this. I'm trying to just show you what happens when they do have a source versus when they don't have a source, and what have you. So these are basically, okay, they got 2 sources here for this TV show Lassie for this episode. So that's what you'll see. If there's a 4K, it'll show up the number for the 4K sources, 1080p, 720p. They'll show the numbers if there's any there. SD, I don't know what SD stands for, so I don't know. As you see, watch, it'll start playing here. Well, actually, I'll take you to this. These are the sources that are available. The sites that have this video show on it. So you press OK on the controller, and it'll basically check that source, and once it does, it will start playing the show. And it does take a few seconds for it to to start playing once it does finally load. As you can see there, it's got like a spinning cog there, and there it goes. It's going to start playing. And yeah, you can see, so there you go. We're going to stop that because we don't want to get copyright strikes on that. But anyways, yeah, you can see there that's an example of you know, 50s TV show that, you know, I watched this as a kid too when I was growing up in the 80s. You see, they got tons of different TV shows from the 50s era, right? So, anyways, those are some of the, you know, ones from the 50s, and then you got the 60s era, which I don't really know of any shows from the 60s that were popular. So I don't know. As you can see, it's going up to the metadata process, which basically grabs the information for that. Now, see, they got the Atom 12 there. That's what my mom and dad were talking about. But as you can see, those are some of the TV series there. And, yeah. So, some of my favorite ones are the 80s, because, hey, I grew up in the 80s, and, well, TV shows back then were the 80s. Yeah, 80s and 90s were my favorite ones. So, you know, a lot of these 80s shows that I used to watch, for example, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 87, you know, loads of TV shows that were available for me back in the day. Alf, for example, that was a good show. You know, they got Baywatch. That wasn't one of my favorite ones. They got Doug, which is the old TV show called Doug. You know, this is a perfect example. For example, Night Court. My parents used to love watching this show called Night Court. And, well, I mean, they got that there too. And let's see what else they got here. Yeah, but there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for example. Let's see, the 90s. I mean, they got the Power Rangers and Beavis and Butthead, for example. They got the Beavis and Butthead shows that they had. And, I mean, the good thing this was a long video, because I could show you some of the stuff and have a good reason to show how much stuff is in here. So, let's see, Wings, White Fang, that was one of my favorite shows. Look, they even got the X-Files, Walker, Texas Ranger. Let's see, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Oh yeah, this was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Missed those days, man. That was a good TV show. As you can see, Beavis and Butthead. See some other shows in here that were available. There you go. There's an example of Doug. It's a TV show, Doug. Let's see. Goosebumps. Yeah, I remember I used to love the Goosebumps books, man, when I was a kid. I used to love the Goosebumps books and stuff. I had a couple of them. Home Improvement, for example. So they got Home Improvement there. Let's see. Some of these I'm not saying because I really didn't care for them. Pinky and the Brain. I mean, dude, Pinky and the Brain. That was like one of the shows that came on before the Power Rangers came on. Every day I'd come home from school, like the Pinky and the Brain would be on, and then after Pinky and the Brain, well, you know, the Power Rangers came on, and it was a cool story, man. So, yeah, let's see. Where's the Power Rangers at? Did I pass that? I guess I did. Because I know they have the Power Rangers in here. So I guess I missed that part. Somehow I missed Power Rangers. Where is the Power Rangers, man? I know I just missed them, apparently. Wasn't even paying attention, I guess. Let's see. Well, for some reason they don't have it on this one. I wonder why. This was the 90s, man. Why don't they have it on here? Maybe it's under the other one, 2000. I don't know why they would have that for, but hey, whatever, man. The Power Rangers were in the 90s, so unless I somehow missed it, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that the Power Rangers was in the 90s section of this add-on, so I don't know what happened to that. So we're in the metadata to process here, and let's see. I don't know. I mean, they got 2.5 band there. Where are the Power Rangers at? That's all I care about. I don't care about none of this stuff you guys do, but I'm just like, I wanted to show you guys they had the Power Rangers on here, but yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's in a different spot or something, and maybe removed it. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So they got that there. What else do they got? Yeah, they got boxing, archives, classic movies and stuff. Christmas shows. So if you want to watch Christmas, shows, movies, I think it was, or shows, they got that. Food on demand, foreign shows and stuff like that. Hunting, late night stuff. LGBT. So they got a gay channel, a gay section for people that like gay, that are like the gay stuff, whatever. Martial arts section, news, radio, romance, trailers, TV, world TV, YouTube Live. I mean, hey, YouTube Live is pretty good, man. I was just watching this before I decided to do this video, and for example, you could go to like live streams and stuff. Like, if there was somebody live streaming you wanted to watch, for example, I like technology, so I was watching the technology part here, and for example, there's NASA, man. I mean, you could watch the NASA live feed, which is kind of what I was watching. Well, it wasn't kind of what I was watching, that's exactly what I was watching on there. And, they got that there. So, yeah, I mean, those are some of just the foot entrance into this type of player, man. I mean, like I said, there's tons of stuff that you can watch, and it's overwhelming, to even, show you anything, because there's so many things, so many add-ons that have different things on it that you can see. This is just for like the U.S., for example. People in the U.S., I mean, they got stuff for different countries, UK, Canada, stuff like that. I mean, they got different add-ons that you can get. You just gotta look online for them and find the ones that actually work and are still up to date and whatnot, and are broken. But yeah, you can see all these things here that they got. TV shows. I don't even know what they have for this. I haven't even broken my feet into this yet. I mean, soap addicts. I don't know. They don't have the soaps that my mom watches. So I don't know. 24/7 TV. I mean, this is basically 24/7 stuff. So I mean, I don't think you can pick what you want with this. It's just whatever's basically playing at the time that they're streaming is what you're gonna watch. Because I don't have enough time to do a video on this, because I could literally be going through this for hours, trying to show you guys stuff on this player, that you can do with it. I mean, for example, right, you could go. Let's go back to the home screen, right? So this is the home screen. This is normally you would come back from if you were to leave out of Kodi, and you can access, for example, the. Let me just find the add-ons here. So you could go here to the add-ons, right? My add-ons, and they have here it is, the Play Store, right? So they have the Google Play Store. You could access the Google Play Store with it. So if you have a Google account, well, as long as you log in with your Gmail account that you may have your cell phone games on, for example, you can sit at your TV and play your game that you play on your cell phone from the TV, and all you really need is you really only need something like this. Okay, this is a controller. It's about like a $25 controller. I got this extra. I got this with the player that I have, because anyways, this is the controller right here, as you can see, and this will basically be like, it might help you actually rather than having to use this, okay? Because this is normally what it will come with for like the cheap ones. It comes with a remote like this, and you have to basically, navigate yourself around with the controller here to do certain things. For example, like this button here, which is the left button. You see how it moves the screen there. Yeah, so you can see you can use Skype too. I mean, you could talk to people on Skype with this. You can do your Twitter stuff. There's Twitter right there, so you can do Twitter. I mean, you can add music. I mean, if you got like a player, like a SD card or a USB stick that has movies on it that you downloaded, well, I mean, you could play that. For example, let's say you have family shows, right, that you have saved on your computer, right? You have like all these shows, all these videos you've done, weddings and birthdays and all that other good stuff. Well, I mean, you could, if you have it on your computer, you put it on like a thumb drive, right? One of these flash drives, USB sticks, and plug it into the box. For example, here's a box right here, right? This is an extra box that I have. So here you can see there's like three USB ports there. There's also a, I don't think you guys can see that. I have to touch the screen, but anyways, there's an SD card spot, and there's the HDMI port. They got an AV port, and looks like another USB port, Ethernet port, and a power on this box. But I mean, you got USB ports, so you could literally connect your thumb drives, or if you have a an external thumb drive, you could plug that into the USB port and watch the stuff that's on that and whatnot. So I mean, that's some of the stuff you can do with that. Also, this controller, if you buy one of these, right? You buy one of these controllers. Well, the stick is in the back. You have to take this cover off. It may not be for this one though. You may get one that doesn't have this, but for me, I had to lift this back off, and there was an adapter you had to plug into the side there. You can see the little stick maybe right there in my dusty TV stand, but there's a little stick right there that allows the controller to send information to this box, and it auto detects. So once you plug it in, it'll automatically. You don't have to go into any settings. Well, at least not for this one. I didn't have to. So, anyways, that's some of the settings right there. I mean, we pressing the arrow here, for example, will navigate you through that and take you to this spot. And for example, you can surf the web with this. I mean, if there's a website you want to go to, right? Let's go over here to this is the Kodi page. So if you accidentally did what I showed you at the beginning of the video where I factory reset and all that, well, you have to go to Kodi.net, and you have to basically download the new Kodi file and download it on there and install it. So anyways, let's see if I can do this. So example, this is how it works with the controller, right? You have to use these up and down controls because you can't. I don't think you can use the numbers on here to press the letters. So, anyways, you have to. The way I do this is I just use the over, up, and down to navigate through the buttons here. So let's go to. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what website to go to. All right. Let's go to. For example, let's go to my website that I have here. See how. There we go. See how long it takes to do this, whereas if I was to have the controller, I could type it in on the keypad and I wouldn't have to slide over to this section here to manually punch in each letter for the website. Okay, so there's my website. Let's go ahead and hit the go button. And we will load the free CST website, and there we go. I can check out my sexy website that I don't do nothing with anymore. It's just up for whatever, And you can go through this and scroll down, and there's some of my my thumbnails here. So maybe you could go to this right here, press on that, and should load to that page there. So I don't know. I think I might need to. Okay, there. No, okay, there might be something wrong about that video. I might actually have to. When I moved my site around, I probably messed stuff up. So just come to think of it, probably links are broken. But yeah, the thing here is kind of tricky to use here. Well, I mean, my site might not have been a good site to use. Apparently, I didn't try checking out any of my pages. I moved my site, and, well, apparently the pages might be broke or something, so, although, actually, come to think of it, it might not be. I think it might be just this controller, come to think of it, the remote. I need to use the controller, maybe. So let's see if I can do this here with my finger, where is the mouse at? Oh, I can't see the mouse. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, and it's hard to do this. Let's see if I can mouse click on this. Okay. Well, this looks like it's coming up now, so that's good. I have to like use one hand to do this stuff, so that's why it takes so long. Yeah, let's bring this up a little bit. This actually looks like this might be. There we go. So this is the video here. For example, that I did, and see if I can annoy you guys and play my video, because it's not copyright, so I can stream my own, I play my own videos, and it's not going to be copyrighted, because it's free to watch. And then of course it's got to load this on the web, because well that's the way it works. So let's see if we can bring this down without, well, I mean, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I might actually do this, I might have to do this in full screen, actually, to get this to show up. So let's put this into full screen. Maybe I figured I'd promote my site. Why not, you know? Alright, so, you know, you gotta have good internet, you know, fast internet. There you go. So you see there's a free CST video for my site, and, you know, I can show you basically how this works, you know, because, like I said, this is not a copyrighted video. My long intro video. Yep. Alright, so that was my friend. That is my friend, 40 is what he calls himself. Anyways, you can literally press the pause button here, right? And this will pause the video. At least it should. Let's see. For some reason it's not pausing. This might not work for this, actually. So that's about one of the okay, it did actually work. Okay. Made me a liar. So you press the play button, and also you can fast forward through stuff. So for example, if I wanted to fast forward through this video, we should be able to, which doesn't look like it's gonna do, but you're supposed to be able to fast forward through stuff, and I'm not even paying attention to where the phone is placed at. But anyways, here you can see it's not even gonna play now. Oh, okay, whatever. So see if it'll work. Okay, so let's see if we can fast forward. Nope, don't want to fast forward. Anyways, press the the pause button, and it'll apparently pause. And no, it doesn't want to work because you have to do this. Okay, this one even ever. So it made me look like an idiot because apparently certain things, like I said, this is a perfect example. You know, some of the stuff you could run into, and hey, let's face it, man. I haven't fully learned this thing yet. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I haven't figured out yet and how to do yet. But I mean, that's just some of the stuff that you can do. You can go to websites, if you want to go to a website, you could do that from your computer. And yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna go back to the home part. Let's see if I can do this because I'm having to do this all with one hand. It's why things is tricky to do. Yeah, I'm doing this with one hand because I'm holding my cell phone. A 30-minute video. I mean, here you go. I mean, just trying to show you guys some of the features, it's how long it takes for me to do this. Like I said, some of this stuff you don't want to mess with. For example, hey, I mean, you're free to do. You can mess with it if you want, but if you want the free stuff, that's the way you gotta do it. You're more than happy to pay for stuff. If you want to pay for TV shows, you might not be able to get. Hey, you might have to do that. Okay, so that is there. But let's see, what else is there? There's Pandora there. There's Netflix. I mean, if you got a Netflix account, well, hey, guess what, man? You can literally go watch your Netflix, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to go do that. YouTube, I mean, if there's a YouTube video you want to watch, hey, you can go watch that, from your YouTube account. Because when you log, for example, okay, so when you log into your Gmail account, whatever Gmail account you're logging into is the YouTube channel you're going to be watching from. So anyways, I'm out of time, guys, because unfortunately my phone tells me that I have like 30 seconds before the video ends. So hopefully I've helped you guys out a little bit, or at least showed you guys some of the things that you can do with the QX Pro 4K TV box, Android box. You can get these on eBay for like anywhere from like $35 to $50. Some of them come with the little hand controller that I showed you, and the other ones just come with the remote control, and you have to navigate through that yourself. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.